What's good, my Critty fam? And we're back. And today we got another one for you. He just dropped it to. What the fuck? Okay, we got all blurry there for a second. Okay. Tom Macdonald, Dirty Money. We're going to just jump right into it today because you already know I talk way too much. So we got to make these more short and sweet. But we are still on that road to 1K. I think we're still 110 away. The last couple days been slow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join the best family, the best community on YouTube, hands down. It's absolutely free. You don't even gotta fill out your name. What are you waiting for? Hit that. Take your mouse, scroll down, click subscribe, and hit the bell. That's all you gotta do. But with everything going on in this crazy ass world today, Tom dropping this Dirty Money today, just a couple hours ago, and it's already got almost 600,000 views. So we're just gonna hop on the hog wagon today. Tom, let's see what you gotta say about this Dirty Money.
Ad revenue.
Oh, no, we gotta start over.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue.
Facts, yo. People probably gonna get a little backlash for saying this one, but they made so much money off that man dying, which, you know, Derek Chauvin was placed in prison, rightfully so, but how they gave all that money, you know, that BLM raised, and not only that, all the money George Floyd family got. What about the lady that he robbed at knife point? With right, it was a pregnant woman he held there at knife point while all his buddies ransacked their house. Did she get any of that money back? Probably not, right?
Test for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads what they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say "Let's Go Brandon." It's a cash.
$1 million off a shirt saying "Let's Go Brandon," but it happens overnight that quick, and it's all fake sponsorships and shit. Look what's going on with this Dylan Mulvaney character, dude, girl. Hey, that dude is not a woman. Making a mockery, complete mockery out of women and everything that this dude has been doing. And look, he gets endorsed by Bud Light, Nike. Dude don't even got titties, yet he's getting endorsed for a sports bra, making millions. And it happened overnight like that. Once he threw on a wig and the news threw it out there, celebrate this man who turned into a girl. No, he didn't turn into shit. He's making a mockery, and he's walking out the door laughing all the way to the bank, cashing your millions for fooling him. Man, open up your eyes.
Grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cents.
Yo, facts. See, whether you like this man or not, some of the things he speaks on, they're just facts. You can't even debate.
East can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2.
A hero describing Kyle Rittenhouse. The kid that went around with the AR when all those riots were going on and killed like what, 3-4 people in self-defense. But he was you were walking around with the streets with a AR strapped to your chest. You don't just do that an ordinary night. Like, this isn't a movie where you could just dress up as G.I. Joe and go out and start killing people. But look, that made the news, and that was the biggest topic in this country throughout that whole trial. Whether you think, you know, in the moment when it happened, yeah, it was self-defense. Like, he was being attacked. But then the other side, you guys saying, like, why was he out there in the first place? He's in a different city to, you know, protect people. Like, that's not your job, Kyle. You could have kept your ass at home and those 4 people would still be alive. You wanted to protect buildings, protect this and that. You weren't going to be able to, like, everything got burned down and destroyed anyway. So what really, happened, you know, and people are calling him a hero for what he did. But then you could go to San Francisco and you got literal war veterans sleeping on the streets or addicted to drugs because they don't got access to medical insurance or they can't afford it. But yet the government is pumping millions of dollars into Dylan Mulvaney's pocket for dancing around in a sports bra, acting like some stereotypical bimbo, blonde-headed, ditzy woman. 365 days of being a woman, and he gets millions of dollars? How does that happen? There's so many women on this planet that been... I had a customer the other day. This lady was 100 and... Or no, she was... Yeah, no, she just turned 100 years old exactly. And this girl was still moving around the house, living by herself, everything by herself, 100 years old. You could have put her in a Bud Light can. You know how many dudes would support that? NASCAR, NFL, anything like, yo, this lady is 100 years old and she's still grinding, doing it by herself. But no, that's not you know, Fox or CNN primetime. This dude dressing up with a wig with his normalize the bulge, dancing around trying to, like, that made millions though. That got put on a beer can. Like, yo, if Nike sponsors that, man, they're gonna lose billions. And that, I'm getting off topic here because Tom just starts talking. He gets me just thinking about everything that's going on in this crazy world.
Using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems.
He said they make profits. Well, you know, we're filling the coffins in the ground. Look how much money Big Pharma made off of COVID. I did not want to get that COVID shot, I swear, from the beginning. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not left or not right. I'm just middle, common sense. You know, I could be pro-choice, and what's the right thing? Pro-choice and pro-Second Amendment, right? Complete left and right, but I agree with both of them. And so when I was never say a fan of Trump and call me like a MAGA, but you have the leader of the most powerful country in the world saying that this virus came from a lab leak. Like, I think he knows a little bit more than the general public did. And when he said that is when I really started paying attention to, like, politics in the system. It was that exact moment when Trump said that. And come to find out he was right. And then that's when I really dove into it. Like, did they really unleash this virus, this scary virus, on us so Big Pharma could capitalize on it? All the COVID shots, all the masks, all the hand sanitizer. He mentioned that in the beginning of this video. The hand sanitizer, the masks, all the time spent in the ERs, the ventilators, the extra space. Not only that, all the people that it killed. The money for the coffins, the money for the burials, the funeral homes. Everyone was filling their, like, Dr. Fauci was getting rich out making billions as other people are suffering and dying from this disease that was leaked out of a lab. And when you got someone as powerful as Trump, whether you like him or not, he got elected to the presidency for a reason. You know, whether you agree or disagree, it's the most powerful position you can have in this country. So for that to come from him is like, what else are they lying to us about? Like, what don't we know? And then they had just a couple weeks ago a global cease and desist on any further advancement in the technology of the AI, the artificial intelligence. Like, if you put a global cease and desist on it, I can only imagine the technology that they have that we don't know about. All this climate control, you know, that used to be global warming, and then it was climate control. And we already know the government can, I'm sure they have technology that they control the weather. They have storm trackers and all this. I honestly feel like they can control the narrative around climate control too. And just rake in millions, and as all of these Americans, people around the world are so scared that our world is gonna blow up, or the volcanoes are all gonna erupt, or it's gonna be a crazy, like, you can brainwash people so much with just the news and the narratives, what you see just endlessly. I seen a video the other day. It was a montage of different reporters. I think it was like 30 different channels, and they played them all at once, like every picture of every channel, and all 30 reporters said these same exact words. How are you working from different states around the country, yet you're saying literally the same exact words? It's like they do so much to garner the attention, to brainwash you, to be able to control you, and then they can manipulate you and move you any way they want, put you wherever they want that's going to make them the most money, and not really care about what people are suffering or dying from COVID that was released in a lab. A little mistake gets out like that and kills millions of people, but yet the federal government makes billions off of it. Come on.
They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for this.
And he said, I don't want your dirty money. But that's one thing, again, whether you like Tom or you don't. Tom is kind of like Trump. From what I've seen, like when I do videos on him, it's comments like, I got called a MAGA Republican, some shit. Like, what? I've never even worn a MAGA hat in my life. He's just like Trump, though. It's like either you hate him or you love him. But like, why can't you just listen to what the man is saying and like have an open mind and just think? Do your own research. Study up on this shit. Don't just watch one news channel and believe everything they say. Because if you put on Fox News and then you put on CNN, they literally are saying the complete opposite of each other. But they're both claiming that it's factually true and that's the facts. Yet they're complete opposite in what they're saying. And Tom says, I don't want your dirty money. And this is why I respect Tom, because he hasn't taken a dime out of the industry, the system, the matrix, whatever you want to call it. Completely independent. Got himself over millions of subscribers, millions of dollars. I seen this man hand sign over 60,000 CDs, mailing them out. That's how much this means to him. So like whether you respect him or don't like him, you can't not respect his drive to at least push what he wants, what he believes is the right thing. And he's been grinding and working, and you got a bunch that hate him, but you have a lot of people that love him. I mean, you could tell from his videos, and he's done it all on his own. He didn't take that dirty money because he knows how the system works. And if they wanted to cancel him, especially everything that Tom says, they could cancel him like that, and you would never see this man on YouTube again. Brand never TV. That's how powerful that system is. The media and the government with the cancel culture. They could just snap your finger and erase you like you just never existed. Like how was a sitting president of the most powerful country in the world banned off of a website? And we're supposed to have free speech.
They might kill me for this song. It's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no...
Facts! They own the screws that they're assembled with. Like, we're giving these guys the ammunition to come attack us. That just brings up the Afghanistan retreat. When we left Afghanistan, and we left, $800 million worth of military equipment there? Tanks, airplanes, ammunition, guns. We'll just leave this here in case you want to attack us. And now America itself is facing an ammunition supply. Like, we don't have enough ammunition. Like, if Russia and China, how they're teaming up right now, were to attack or invade us, we literally wouldn't have enough ammunition to fight back. Is what the statistics are showing, at least. But no, just leave 800 million over to in Afghanistan. Or, this whole agenda of wanting to switch to electric cars. Well, electric cars every microchip that's in these electric cars come from Taiwan. I think it's like 90%, which is insane. Who wants to take over Taiwan? China. China would then own the microchips that Biden wants us to be driving around in all these electric cars. So if the leader of China got mad one day, or like I think it was Kim Jong-un said he's got that red button, Trump used he got that red button on his head, hit that button, nuclear war. China wanted to snap their finger and turn off every electric car in the country at once. From China. So imagine if they could do that, hack into our power grids, literally shut all of our shit down electronically, and then try to attack us. Trump just put out like a press, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, he didn't say that we're on the brink of World War III, because I think him saying that would put way too many people into a scare. But he said we're as close as there we're ever been to being into World War III again. And when you think about it, like, we don't even have enough ammunition. You got Iran firing missiles towards us, hitting U.S. embassies over in Iran. And they even asked one of them, they said Iran-backed forces was asked about America, and they laughed, and they said we wouldn't even have to attack them. They're killing themselves from the inside out. So other countries are literally watching the demise of our country. And then Tom gets up independently, makes all these songs and trying to show people, like, open your eyes. Stop just watching one news station. Whether you watch CNN or you watch Fox, watch both of them. Go find other channels to watch. Like, he's just bringing to the forefront what is really going on and what could happen. So I don't understand why this man gets so much hate when it's so blatantly obvious. All you got to do is look around. He only raps about everything. You can look around and see it all. But he's catching all the hate because he's speaking up about it. He has enough courage to speak his own opinion, not just blindly follow the narrative like most sheep do. You know, you'll be a wolf in sheep's clothing, and blend in. And I feel like that's what that Dylan Mulvaney character is doing, which is basically driving down all women's rights will be gone. What if that was race? Because now some people are identifying as transracial. That would lead to a race war, a civil war. It's history repeating itself. And this is just Tom trying to show you, like, dude, it could happen again.
War on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed, turn the dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody.
Exactly what he just said. We confiscate. Bro, there's this video that went viral. These cops pull over this man who was a 20-year Marine veteran. He had $100,000 cash on him, and he was driving to, his daughter had just graduated from college. He had gifts wrapped up in the back seat. You can search it on YouTube. And these cops pull him over with absolutely no reason why. Well, their reasoning was to tell drivers about laws they might be breaking that they don't know about, but the cop commended him on his safe driving, and he was driving very well. But then they continued to search his car, and then the cop, not realizing his body camera's on, was basically telling us, like, how are we going to take this money? Like, what are we going to say happened? So they had a drug dog come out and say that the dog sniffed the money, and it had traces of drugs on it, that the dog hit on it. So they took this man's $100,000 and left him on the side of the road broke. No ticket, no citation, no warning, no nothing. Highway robbery, like straight up definition, highway robbery. He said, I was robbed by two guys who had a badge and guns on their hips. They robbed me on the side of the thruway. Luckily for him, he took down every badge number, name, body cam. He did everything the right way, took it to court, but he only got $87,000 back. Where'd that other $13,000 go? And these are just people with, like, the shortage on cops, and even right now the recruitment for our military is at the lowest it's ever been. Recruitment for police and military. And it's people like that give you the bad apples. Yeah, there's good cops and all this, but the bad ones are the ones that seeded out, like Derek Chauvin killing George Floyd. I'm not a fan of George Floyd. You got a George Floyd mural next to Dr. Martin Luther King. that is such a spit in the face of everything that that man worked for and died for. And Nancy Pelosi had the audacity to say George Floyd sacrificed his life for humanity. No, that's what Dr. King did. George Floyd was a scumbag who was high on drugs, who just happened to run into a scumbag cop. But the power that they give these cops is insane, where you can literally just rob someone on the side of the thruway. But that's what the government is doing to its people in a whole. Take their guns away. Make them fight with each other. Make them sick. We'll make money off all this while we're dividing the people and conquering it. And America thinks it's only going on here, but it's a worldwide thing where these countries are looking at America like they're dividing themselves. They're doing this to themselves. So when the time is right, we'll just go in and conquer them. We don't even got to do the rest. We could just sit back and watch while they implode from the inside out. And Tom is just trying to put the word out there like, we got to change something or we will implode from the inside out. And the government don't care. As long as they're getting paid. If they want to drop a nuclear bomb, guess what? The highest elites in this country, there's a bunker underground right now. It's like Area 51 damn near, surrounded by armed soldiers. But it's not a bunker. It's a straight up city underground. 800 luxury apartments, rock climbing walls, in-ground pools, grocery stores. It's damn near a little city under the ground. But only 800 luxury apartments. So what, the 800 most elitists in this country or the world? Like, why was that built? Like, who paid for that to get built? And who has an intention of moving underground for what reason? Like, they know something that we don't know. And when it happens, if you got money, you'll be safe. If not, you're fucked. Which is basically everything that Tom is saying with COVID. If you have health insurance and everything, you could go to the hospital. But if you got sick and you were poor, you didn't have health insurance, guess what? You're fucked. You're dead, you're in a coffin. They don't care though. They made money off of it because COVID's making billions. It's like, that's all Tom does is just try to bring you all the news. He doesn't bring you Fox or CNN. He brings you Fox and CNN with a whole lot of others. And he just, obviously he turns it into a song in his own fashion. But the man speaks facts.
Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate this.
$1 trillion in debt to China right now. $1 trillion. As I just said, if they take over Taiwan, they will then own all the microchips that more billions and billions of dollars are coming from Americans. Going straight into China or Hunter Biden's pocket, if you want to. I won't even go down that rabbit hole.
In debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. When we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning.
And that's exactly what's happening. You make no progress when you're stuck at the beginning. You won't see nothing good on the news. Black man kills a black man. White man kills a white man. But if a white man kills a black man, it's going to be all over national news every day. Why? Because they want us to be separated. They want us to be divided. The trans community, the LGBTQ community. Like what's going on with, letting trans women play in women's sports. Dividing people. All the different transphobe or homophobe or fatphobic or racism, ageism, sexism, all the isms and the phobias in the world. All just try to divide and conquer. It's nothing but history repeating itself.
1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars. Fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. Every time we make a buck, they take from us.
Facts. Every time you make a buck, they take it from you. Every dollar that you gotta work for is taxed. That's one thing I never really dove into the taxes and shit. But like, you work to earn that money, and they're just allowed just to take it from you. And especially like if you owe child support or anything that the government gets a tax write-off. You go to cash your check, oh guess what, we're garnishing your wages. It all goes there, but still, any part of that is gonna get taxed. You can't even win the lottery without getting taxed. I could understand that. But you work 90 hours a week busting your balls just to pay your rent, keep your heat on, put $5 gallon of gas in your car. You work all week busting your ass for that. And then half your paycheck is gone. Where? Federal tax, income tax, state tax, da-da-da tax. They take half your money. But they get richer.
The dollar runs our lives until we die. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. $30 fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits, solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
Shout out Nova Rockefeller. Nova's a beast, yo. She always comes with the good music videos. Again, all their production they done by themselves, independently, his whole career, and he's got over millions. So like I said, like, he's got a big following for a reason. Trump was elected president for a reason, whether you like them or not. Whether you don't want to listen to him or not, just be open-minded. Just research it. If something catches your ear that he says you think it's bullshit, just go research it. Or if you think it's interesting, go research it. Form your own opinion. That's what most people don't do, is they'll just read headlines or snippets. Or they just watch one channel and not even realizing that they're being brainwashed. It just comes natural belief to them that this is reality, when in fact it's not. Some, yes. For what's going on in these days today, no. I was going to say something else, but I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole either. But again, you know, this is just the type of music Tom puts out. Whether you agree with it or not, it is what it is. And if we don't change, something else is going to come and do it for us. So we better hop on that quick. And speaking of hopping on that quick, hit that subscribe button right now so we can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. It's absolutely free. You don't even gotta fill out your name. Just smash that button. Leave a thumbs up. Place the comments so we can get this video out there pumping. We gotta get these views back up, guys. We're starting to trend down. I don't know why. I'm still talking too much. I tried shortening it down. Do you want me to start talking more? I gotta know which way to go here, but let's get that up to 1,000. Hit that subscribe button, you know what it is. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next one.